Yo, what's up? In this video, I'm gonna give you my thoughts of Childish Gambino's new show Atlanta that was on FX. I saw the first two episodes. I guess they aired the same night. Like I told you earlier, I don't have cable, but I got other means of watching the shows after they air. So I saw the first two episodes. I'm gonna give you my thoughts. Now, Childish Gambino, he started off in the show Community, a community college comedy on NBC. And after that, he became a rapper called Childish Gambino and released Because of the Internet, the album. Now, I heard the album. It's not groundbreaking. It's not like Good Kid, Mad City, but it's better than most of the garbage that's out now. So he went back into a TV show with the show Atlanta. The show pretty much about him. Think that's his cousin named Paperboard, is a rapper in Atlanta. The typical generic rap that you hear now. And that other guy, I guess that Paperboard's lackey or something. He come off as a weed head, and that he's lackey. So the Childish Gambino character pretty much like a bum, really. He just go from job to job, got little jobs here and there, and I guess that's his baby mama, his woman. They got kind of like a weird relationship because either she a prostitute or they don't really go together. They just stay there together because in the first episode she was saying she was going on a date and stuff. I don't know if she a prostitute or what, but or they just got an open relationship. I don't know what that's about. I guess later on in the season they'll explain what she really do, I guess. And so Childish Gambino thought of a idea to become Paperboard's manager. So I'm just gonna call him Childish Gambino because that's what I know him as. So he went to one of his homeboys at the radio station, and he gave him Paperboard song, and the guy started playing it throughout the stations in Atlanta, whatever, and then everybody liked it, and it became a hit. So the first episode began pretty much like Breaking Bad, where they showed the ending of the episode in the beginning, and that episode consists of what led to that. So the beginning of the episode is where Childish Gambino and his cousin Paperboy, they shoot a guy. And so fast forward to where he gave the guy the tape so he could play on the radio station. So they was sitting there in the car, and then dude tried to holler at some girl, and then I guess the girl dude or something kicked his rearview mirror. So he got out the car, and they started, words were said, and it led to them going to jail, Childish Gambino and Paperboy. So the second episode, the first episode was okay, but it really wasn't that exciting. It was kind of slow to me, but the second episode kind of picked up. The vibe that I get from the show, it's sort of like a mix between Louis, the comedy that I think is on FX too. I just catch it on Netflix when they air the season. It's a show starring Louis C.K., and he go through misadventures and all that stuff happen around him, and I get that vibe from that show, Atlanta. Like Childish Gambino be sitting there, and then weird stuff happen around him and whatnot, and kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm too. That's the vibe I got from watching the two episodes. But anyway, the second episode, they was in jail. Paperboy got out early, and Childish Gambino was in jail just interacting with crazy people. Like one guy was saying, man, I got arrested for public intoxication. I was hanging out with a dude I ain't seen in 11 years, and they went and got a beer, and he drunk the beer on the porch or something. Then in jail, it was a crazy dude that drunk water out of the commode, and the police said something about like, hey, how you going? I guess the guy go to jail like every week or so. So the crazy man spit the toilet water on the guy, and the guy pulled out one of them clubs that expand when you throw it out, and he hit the guy. And then I guess they put him in handcuffs. They were already in jail. And the funniest moment of the episode when Childish Gambino was sitting between a guy and another guy that dressed up like a woman, and the guy was talking to the dude. I feel to say her, but it wasn't a her. Was talking to the dude like, she was a woman and whatnot. Like, yeah, we used to go together and stuff. You remember when this and this and we got freaky in somewhere in the movies or something like that. And then somebody else that was in the holding with them say, man, that's a man. And the guy was like, man, no, she ain't. Think about it. Why she would be on the man's side? She would be processed on the woman's side. And then they start calling him gay and stuff like that. And then he got upset and he looked like he was in denial and stuff like that. Now that part was funny. And back on the outside, Paperboard was decided to take a walk and whatnot. And he saw some kids playing with a gun, saying the boy had the gun, saying he was Paperboy. Based on the first episode when he shot the guy. By the way, I don't think the guy dead. They said the guy got shot and isn't dead. So Paperboy saw this and saw the mama of the little boy, stop him from playing with toy guns. And so Paperboy said that he saw what happened with the kids, and Paperboy himself, the mother was in denial. But once he started rapping the verse from the song, she just became a fan of him, started taking pictures with him and whatnot. I think he got a undertone message to it. It ain't really like laugh out loud comedy, like a typical comedy show. Like I said, kind of like Louis and Curb Your Enthusiasm. Like, they don't say jokes really. It just situational comedy. And back to the jail, Childish Gambino finally get bailed out by his woman, and the show went off. It's a pretty good show. I'm gonna keep watching it, and I might do reviews on each episode or whatnot. So let me know what you think of the show. Like I said, it's a pretty good show. The first episode wasn't that good with dragging and whatnot. But the second episode was like the best one of the two. So with that said, that's it.